few days after the training, I can really focus on squeezing the muscles. It doesn't hit the joints at all. So I'm gonna keep this up, 200 pounds. And yes, you can see I made the mistake here. Oh, I didn't make a mistake here actually. It's on the later clip. So this is like a test set. My sets are already up, so I'm just trying the wider grip and it still feels weird. So you can see I only got 3 reps. Okay, but I can do 5 reps at a time. So that's not the grip for me. And that's one lesson, guys. If you see a lot of mainstream fitness advices now, and sometimes it turns into rules, you know, don't do this, do this, some sort of like form check. We have different biomechanics. Okay, we have different muscle attachments, bone structures. Some people have wide clavicle, some people have shorter femurs, you know, stuff, the anatomy stuff, you know. You should press comfortably. So I'm not comfortable with that grip. So from now on, I'm gonna change it to what am comfortable with no pain. Okay, I'm having pain on my subscap when doing that. So I'm going to, even if the rule or the mainstream media say that, oh, you should go wider grip, I'm gonna go a closer grip, you know, because it feels safe, it feels stable, and it hits my delts. That's the most important. Okay, people say don't do light weights on the big movements. Well, I'm doing light weights on the squat today. So yeah, so it only shows that advice of do what works for you is really the golden advice. You know, do what works for you, try it out, and then when it doesn't work, when it doesn't hit the goal, change it. You know, just some people say don't do upright rows because it's gonna impinge your rotator cuff. Well, I'm doing upright rows now and I have no problem. It's an issue of mobility. Okay, my shoulders are pretty mobile. It can really stretch. So I'm doing it. I'm doing upright rows. I'm not just overloading it. That's the stupid mistake people do. They are overloading isolation movements that are meant to hit smaller muscle groups, right? Smaller muscle, smaller weight. That's common sense. But they have their egos. They don't leave it at the door of the gym or they have this pride stuff, you know, that, oh, I'm not a pussy. I can lift a lot of weight. So what do? They overload a small muscle group with a big weight, which is going to result to snapcity. It's going to result to a lot of injury. Okay, so do this light weights. This is only 40 pounds. You know, and when it's already burning on that high reps, do lateral do lateral raise. The best ways of building the smaller muscle groups, for in this example, it's the rear delt, side delt, and a little bit of the rear delt is high reps. You know, it's a small muscle groups. So do a lot of reps with very little weight and let it burn.